And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position.
Start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Complete to
Cortland Sutton. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7. Steelers nothing. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
By the Broncos.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick is
good. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force on the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit sacks in 7 of his 9 seasons in the NFL. And when he finished the 2019 season, 2nd in total sacks in NFL history among active players, behind only Terrell Suggs.
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dalton here from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. 3rd down here.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 10, Steelers nothing.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Hilton. No.
His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Hamler now on the return. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Denver.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check. Walk 54. 6 man. Check girls.
To throw on third down. Lock. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
A gain of 18 on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, Lock. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Complete to Noah Fant.
Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the sake, boy, tennis,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Block now on first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 10.
93, 52, 93.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. The final act of the first half, Dalton. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. KJ Hamler returning it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
First and 10.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the...
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try to draw Lindsey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 40.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. This to Jarwin. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Blake Jarwin, 53 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Point conversion.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Broncos 17, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Deontay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Locke to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here's Sam Martin now.
Hey, you hear me?
Away for the 4th time today.
I'm losing, man.
C.D. Lamb on the return.
Oh, you talking about broadcast?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Eluding the pressure right. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. That's good. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Ben to throw again. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Swift.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Swift with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. The PAT good. It would draw him closer. Hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the Broncos are going to get the football.
No.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
41-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the counter, Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah. No, what's that one? A little bit.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Yeah.